Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, and today we are here at Dollar Tree. I hope all is well with everybody. So go ahead, get cozy and comfortable, grab your notebook and pen, your drinks and snacks. We are shopping Dollar Tree, and today we are gonna shop in the food aisle where they have a lot of amazing food finds for $1.25 and up. In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys some budget-friendly meals to feed our family and to keep us full. Foods that are going to stick to our stomachs so we don't have to worry about food insecurities. Also, too, there's tons of foods here for $1.25. So I want to show you guys each aisle of what Dollar Tree offers. Snacks, we are shopping Dollar Tree today. So I'm starting you guys off in the breakfast area. Good morning to you all, where they have some jam. They also have some peanut butter, and we have some breads, whether they are regular sized bread, English muffins, or bagels. So over in this area, products that would stick to your stomach when it comes down to having food on the table for our families. When it comes down to the peanut butter, they give us a choice of peanut butter spread. This is honey, which you are getting a 10 ounce. And then showing you guys some of the ingredients on the back. They are made with dry roasted peanuts, sugar, and honey. And you have 3 different choices. These are now $1.50. So this one is creamy peanut butter. And then right here, we have crunchy peanut butter. And again, this area is $1.50. And then you have the fruit spread of strawberry flavor, which this is a 19 fluid ounce. Here's the ingredients that they do have. And then you've got So Natural strawberry preserves, which you are getting a 16 ounce. And then also too, we have the grape jelly over here. So a good peanut butter jelly sandwich is always good to have for lunch. And then right here, we've got some bread. So we've got Founder Street bread, which you are getting a 16 ounce. And this one is sliced whole wheat bread. Here's the ingredients. Whole wheat is always good to have. You also have white bread. These are the slices. They're nice and soft too. The bread is $1.50. And then also too, for breakfast time, you can start your morning off with a nice English muffin and some peanut butter on it, which you are getting 6 of the original English muffins, and this is a 12 ounce bag. Now they also have right over here, these are hot dog buns. And usually in the fridge aisle, they do have hot dogs for $1.25, which you are getting 8 hot dogs. And then down here we have the bagels, which you are getting 4 bagels. This one is everything flavored. And usually when it comes down to the bagels, you have everything flavor, cinnamon raisin flavor, and then plain flavor, which they are currently out. Granola is always nice to add for breakfast time. They have granola, which is honey and almonds. You are getting a 12.3 ounce bag. They are made with whole grain and they are non-GMO verified. Then right over here, we are still talking about breakfast foods that will stick to our stomachs. We've got right here the Hungry Jack brand. These are always great to pick up to make pancakes and waffles, which you are getting a 16 ounce. And then right here, when it comes down to making the pancakes, all you need is water. And if you're doing waffles, they require a little bit more, which you need water and vegetable oil and 1 egg. But sometimes just doing it with the water works out great too. And that's going for $1.25 too. But they also have the cooking sprays, which Dollar Tree is starting to get a bigger selection of cooking sprays. You're getting a 6-ounce can for $1.25. And then down here they do have vegetable oil. This is a 16-ounce for $1.25, and it works out well. I've grabbed that so many times in the past. When it comes down to the Toast-'em brand, to me, Toast-'ems taste a little bit better than Pop-Tarts. They have more filling inside. For a 6 count, you are getting them for $1.25. So it does include cookies and cream flavor. Strawberry is a common one I always see at Dollar Tree. Sometimes you see the flavors of wild berry, and also too is like a fudge or a s'mores flavor they get in. Now over here too, you also have the buttermilk breakfast pancake and waffle mix. This one we are getting only a 12-ounce. And then in this area, you could also see that they have chewies, which are peanut butter and chocolate flavored chewies. You are getting a 6 count. And then right over here, they added tons of their Martha White brand when it comes down to muffins. You are getting a 7-ounce, and these are always great to pick up. I like to grab these whether the kids are coming home from school as just a quick snack or a morning part of breakfast. So here you have the muffin mix. And then when it comes down to the muffin mix, some of them require milk and some of them require water. Here is all the baking products that they do have in stock, which to me is always a good buy. Oh, look at, we've got Betty Crocker sweet potato mashed potatoes, which you are getting a 4.5 ounce. Now also too, you could find hidden treasures like full-size foods. So again, when it's in this area, when it comes down to the baking products, you always have the choices of full-size brownie mix and cake mix, which is nice. But here we also have a great buy of the pure baking soda by Arm & Hammer brand. This one is a 1-pound box for $1.25. Also, Nancy Jane is a great product to pick up when it comes down to a 2-pound bag of flour, unbleached too. It does last a while. And just to let you guys know, Domino's brand, Starbucks uses that sugar brand when it comes down to giving us sugar. So that's actually really good to know. And then some more breakfast food finds that they do have. These are great to pick up. Really good. You've got the maple and brown sugar instant oatmeal. And then this is a new hidden treasure that they've been adding. Here you have the instant protein oatmeal, which this one is banana caramel nut and seed flavor. You are getting a 1.94 ounce. So it looks really yummy. And then up here, some more gems to buy for $1.25 is the name brand cereal finds. So we've got the chocolate strawberry loaded cereals, which you are getting a 18.1 ounce box. And then also new to the shelves, we've got Trix with marshmallows, another name brand cereal find. And this one is a 9.9 ounce bag for $1.25. So you guys can see the products that they do have over here. You also have some of their plus products. And then here is another product that's name brand. This serves up to 5 servings of the Hungry Jack original hash brown potatoes. And you are getting a 3.2 ounce. And then you have down here the little cereal bags for $1.25. But when you come across those big cereals, that's a great buy. And then right over here, you have a lot of your different snacks. This is definitely new to Dollar Tree, which you are getting 3 of them. The flavor is coconut flakes and chocolate chip. These are really good to pick up too. And then here is their name brand finds for a reasonable price. Dollar Tree is definitely helping us on a budget when it comes down to feeding our family. Lately, Bud's Best Cookies have been coming into Dollar Tree where we've been finding different cookie finds. Well, now they've got the vanilla wafer cookies. These are bite size. This is a 6-ounce box. You also have brands like Miss Freshly's. These are the pecan twist sweet rolls, which you are getting 6 of them. And then to me, they give you a little bit more in these mini bags of the mini muffins. This is blueberry flavor. You are getting 10 mini muffins. And then here's all their cookies. Now this area would be more for a dessert or some extra products to add in your lunch on a budget. Okay, these are definitely new to Dollar Tree, or at least new to me. You've got the cinnamon churro. This is the crispy rice treats. You are getting a pack of 4 for $1.25. When it comes down to the oven baked fudge covered cookies with the filling of peanut butter spread, these are really good. They almost taste identical to the Girl Scout cookies. All right, let's go check out another area. So now we're over here in the area where they have a lot of peanut finds. You have trail mixes, you have dried fruit, products like that in this area. This area is still $1.25 for most products. So when it comes down to getting some energy and protein, they've got the Imperial Nuts, which you are getting a 2.25 ounce bag. You have your corn nuts, your cashews. And when it comes down to peanut snacks, those are always good to add. Now what's new over here, you've got the chopped pecans, which we are getting a 1.25 ounce bag, and the sliced almonds, which you are getting a 1.5 ounce bag. So this one's a 1.25 ounce, and this one is a 1.5 ounce. Now moving forward, we've got our popcorns, dips. You got products like this, which are nice to pick up, the Snack Factories. These are the pretzel crisp, and you are getting the everything deli style pretzels, which is a 3 ounce bag.
Here you go. Here's some Sharpies.
And then moving over here with all our chip finds, pretzels and popcorn finds, you can find some good products over here for $1.25.
Ooh, Rice Krispie treats. Is anything in there? There's special. There for you. There, my dad's here.
And then in this area, you have some products that can lean more towards a healthier choice of snacks. Like when it comes down to good health, avocado oil, veggie straws. These are the sea salted ones. They are non-GMO verified and gluten-free, which you are getting a 2.75 ounce bag. And I will tell you, this is a really good snack. I love to grab these. And then over here, you also have brands like Skinny Pop, which you are getting a 1.9 ounce bag. And then they lowered the price on the smaller bags of the chips, which, thank you, Dollartree, because they were $1.75. These are now $1.25. So you got the Flaming Hot Cheetos, which you are getting a 2 ounce bag. They just added this flavor. You got the dill pickle flavor, a 2 ounce bag. Right here, we have the Carolina style barbecue flavor. These are the fries. And then you also have jalapeno cheese, a 2 ounce bag. So, and then look at this big bag of the puffs. You are getting 1 3/4 ounces of a bag of the cheese puffs. So they're making it more reasonable and affordable for us to shop in this area. And then here is some more of their chip finds, pretzels. Here is more pretzels and the bagel chips. And they give you a good variety of pretzel snacks. And then right over here, you have Harvest Snap brand, which is another good brand to pick up. These are lightly salted, gluten-free with 9 grams of protein. You are getting a 1.75 ounce bag of the baked green peas snacks. And then here is this flavor, which this one is creamy and mellow white cheddar, gluten-free, 8 grams of protein. So great selection to pick up. And then we're gonna go check out this other area. And we're gonna come up with some food ideas. Let's go. Here is another brand of cereal. This is the GF brand of cereal. These are Apple Bites. You're getting a 10 ounce box. Now, right over here, you can never go wrong with their pantry finds as far as soups, cans of beans, and so much more. So we're gonna deep dive into that area. And some of my personal favorites to pick up would be the Campbell's Kitchen Classic soups. And when it comes down to chicken noodle soups, the loaded potato soup is really good. So is the ham and bean soup. And then you've got Healthy Choice, which is the chicken and rice soup. And this is another one of my favorites right here, the beef barley, so good. So this area is still $1.25, and canned goods are really good to keep in stock. So I highly suggest that, so that you will always have something in the pantry or the cupboards to keep you nice and full. So now we're over here in some more other seasoning products. And Dollar Tree's been adding tons of finds, like you've got great name brand seasonings. This one is Beef Chef by the Tone Brothers. The Works all-purpose seasoning. You also have organic chai latte. I believe those are $1.25, not $5. And then when it comes to products like this to pick up, refried pinto beans are always really good to pick up for $1.25. And then also too, you've got whole milks. This is vitamin D. And then you have 1% chocolate milk, 2% reduced milk. And for plant-based products, we've got almond milk. So you got sweetened vanilla, which is pretty good, and unsweetened almond milk, which those are great products to pick up and have in your pantry and cupboards. Now right over here is where they have a lot of their seasonings, and I will tell you, when it comes down to seasonings at Dollar Tree, they're always really good. You are getting them for $1.25, and again, they are adding some name brand finds. Like now, here's Chicken Winner. You have Taco Night. Right here, Ultimate Garlic Seasoning. These are always good to pick up too, with the grinder. Then you have Pasta Perfection. And then down here you have your minced garlic, basil pesto. You also have olives, pickles, bacon bits. This is another new one. Cinnamon sugar. It's a little bit bigger of a bottle. And then right over here, we have the pasta salads. Those are nice to pick up for lunchtime or dinner. Make you a nice pasta salad. You just need a half a cup of mayonnaise, which they got you covered right here. And sometimes they have the smaller bottles of the real mayonnaise. Now guess what too? We created a dupe of, instead of hamburger helper, tuna helper, you're doing your own at Dollar Tree. So here's your can of tunas that you could always add to your pasta of choice. And it gives you some protein. And then right here, check this out. This is a good name brand find, which you're getting the big bottle of the French's brand classic yellow mustard. We're getting a 20 ounce. And then the small ones that they usually keep is an 8 ounce. Now also too, if you guys have been shopping with me for a while, I always tell you guys, oh, well, this is Miracle Whip. But back to what I was saying, I always tell you guys, Dollar Tree has the cheapest barbecue sauce. And you have Kraft's brand, whether you go sweet, brown sugar, or original. And then they have Bullseyes. So I'm gonna put the price of what Walmart's name brand is, which is great value. It's almost $2. Dollar Tree, $1.25 for a full size of barbecue sauce. You are getting, with Kraft's, you are getting a 1 pound, 2 ounces, or 18 ounces for $1.25. And then when it comes down to Bullseyes, you are getting a 17.5 ounce of barbecue sauce. And trust me, I know barbecue sauce has been getting super expensive. Now, coming down here, another buy that I love to pick up is A1 steak sauce. This is another product that is super expensive at grocery stores. I'm getting a whole 5 ounce bottle for only $1.25, and it's really good. And then here is the rest of their seasonings along with some sauces. This is a fun area to shop. And this is also new to Dollar Tree. You got the Flavor Boss. So you got Sriracha Ranch flavor, Carolina Gold Wing Dip and sauce, and also Honey Thai Chili sauce. So those are definitely new to Dollar Tree. And then over here, when it comes down to preparing a meal, we've got the spaghetti sauces going for $1.25. So you got Hunt's brand. This one is garlic and herb, which you are getting a 24 ounce. You have the meat flavor. And then also too, you got Colombianas right here. These are pastas, which you are getting a 16 ounce. That's a meal under $3. And meals that will actually stick to us would be your beans and your bags of rice. So you can always make you a nice bean and rice burrito. And rice is a diverse type of meal that you could either use when it comes down to soy sauce, teriyaki sauce, or make you a nice bean and rice bowl and add like products like your green sauce, because sometimes Dollar Tree does have that here. So here's your bag of rices, which you are getting a 20 ounce bag. And then here's all the different bean choices that they do have. You could even make you a bean and rice taco. Here's different pastas that they have. These are microwave pastas. And I showed you guys their pasta sauces. So that's another meal. The Spanish rices, these are pretty good. They usually have a cilantro rice that is really, really good to pick up. You are getting an 8.8 ounce. So if you don't feel like doing all the work, you can put this in the microwave. And then also too, they have the pouches of the refined pinto beans. Here's also whole grain brown rice. And then they also have the veggie fried rice. So when it comes down to a nice meal idea, you've got the veggie fried rice, which you could add some of the mixed vegetables in there. Make a budget-friendly pizza. I wanted to show you guys this before we move forward. You've got the ultra thin pizza crust, which you are getting one. Here is the pasta sauce, and also here is the pepperonis. Here is the Hormel pepperonis, which you're getting about 26 slices. And then if you want to add pineapples to your pizza and make it a pepperoni pineapple pizza, this whole meal would be under $6. Here is another hidden gem. You've got the So Natural gluten-free spaghettis. You are getting a 14.1 ounce. They also have spaghetti products like the noodles here, which you are getting a 20 ounce. You also have the oven-ready lasagnas. That's a pretty big box. You could even make lasagna soup out of this. And this one is a 12 ounce. And then you got several different choices when it comes down to different type of noodles. Again, this is going for $1.25. And then also too, they've got the smaller can of Prego Classic Alfredo. Who doesn't like a nice Alfredo type of pasta? All right, let's move forward. And then over here, where sometimes this has a lot of sodium, but for a quick meal, yakisobas are really good for $1.25. So you got spicy beef flavor, teriyaki beef flavor, and chicken flavor. You have the hot and spicy bowls too. And then they also have the Shin Yam Yum. I don't know if I said that right. For $1.50. And then also tuna pouches are always good to pick up because it's a great source of protein. So we're gonna check that area next. And then picking up products like the Del Monte. These are the diced potatoes. These are always good to pick up. You also have chicken in the chili sauces, and then Southgate all beef chili with beans. And they have SpaghettiOs, and then here is some more of those loaded potatoes. Those are actually $1.25. And then tuna. Tuna's always great to pick up and to keep in the cupboards and pantries. That's a great source of protein. And if you don't want to go with the cans, well, they got the pouches with different flavors too. What is this one right here? Okay, smoked oysters. You got sardines. And then over here is where you're gonna see some more canned goods. And when it comes down to a quick meal with some good high protein, these are great to pick up when it comes down to the different types of tuna salads with the crackers. And they got several different ones to choose from. You even have chicken salad with crackers if you're not into tuna. They also have some amazing food finds, which we did a full walkthrough in one of my last videos. And they've got you prepared with Thanksgiving and holiday products over here to keep everything budget friendly and a nice meal on our tables. So check out that full video, which we'll play for you guys next. And this was definitely new to Dollar Tree this year. So right over here is where you are going to see the refrigerator food finds along with some of the freezer food finds. A lot of these products are $1.25 and up. So they did raise up the prices in this area, but you still have some good products at $1.25. So here we're looking in the refrigerator aisle on your left side where they have juices, orange juices, milk, your cheeses, string cheese for $1.25. You are getting 3 of them. And then they also have country crock butter for $1.25. Right over here you've got your Lunchables for $1.25. Ham steaks. You also have salami and bologna. They also added for $3, you got deli style of the roasted turkey breast along with smoked ham. Down here is where they have their hot dogs. Now the hot dogs are $1.75, but you are getting either turkey or chicken jumbo franks instead of the regular pork hot dogs. And I am seeing the classic jumbo hot dogs. Those are going for $1.75. Right over here you have your broccoli cuts, your steak fries, which you could always add the queso sauce to the steak fries. Make your own type of chili cheese fries. For breakfast, this is also a good buy to pick up. You've got the Jimmy Dean's Heat and Serve sausage links. You are getting 6 of them. And then they did raise up the Jimmy Dean sandwiches, the single sandwiches, to $1.50 per sandwich. But again, you have a great choice of them. So you've got like your biscuit, sausage, and egg for $1.50. The English muffin style one, which includes a sausage and cheese. This one is a griddle style cake one, so it has the maple pancake and the sausage. And then you got the croissant type, which includes the sausage and the cheese for $1.50. Here is where they have the banquets turkey pot pies for $1.25. You have Michaelina's, these are their TV dinners. Some more banquet products for $1.50. Hungryman cheese raviolis. Right over here is where you've got the bigger burritos. And then over here is where you're seeing the different egg rolls and some more of their food finds. And then also too, they have their Texas toast garlic breads for $1.25. And then they did raise up the prices to the fast bites to $1.50. You got onion rings, sliders, dino bites, fish sticks. You have a chicken and cheese quesadilla for $1.25. Here is where you have some frozen pizzas, also some popsicle sticks and ice creams. Here's some more of their ice cream choices that they have. They even have choices of some for $1.25. And here is the last freezer. So now we're gonna move into the next aisle where they have a lot of their drink finds for $1.25 and up. But here is this end cap. Okay, so right over here is where they have some of their name brand finds that are $3.25 and up. And then back to the $1.25 area where you have bigger juices like products like the apple cider, iced teas, lemon flavor, healthy balance. You have your Arizonas. And then down here you have juice boxes. Oh, look at this. You got bubble tea with popping boba, and you are getting mixed berry. These are 62 cents. Okay, that's a deal if you're into like an energy drink. And occasionally too, Dollar Tree does mark down their food, especially if it's getting close to the Best Buy date. So you might want to always check like to see if they have anything marked down. But again, budget-friendly ideas for under $100 when it comes down to feeding our family. And they're starting to add some products like the probiotic. These are sodas by Joy Burst. So here's two more flavors that I'm finding. You've got lemon lime flavor and cream soda flavor. I showed you guys another one. It was like some kind of berry flavor. And then they also have their different glass bottles of different sodas. I would say when it comes down to me drinking anything, my favorite drink is to always drink water. You can never go wrong with water and keeping yourself hydrated. This is definitely new to Dollar Tree. You've got sparkling mineral water, which is clearly Canadian. And this one is a 8.8 fluid ounce. Fancy bottle too. No one would know you got it from a Dollar Tree. And when it comes down to a little bit of energy, I like to add Peak H2O, which gives you energy, 0 sugar. And I just add 1 stick to my water and I'm wide awake. You even got some name brand finds like Doritos, Stars and Stripes sodas, and Shastas, which you are getting a 4-pack. Another good product to add when it comes down to some type of protein is beef jerky. These bags are a lot smaller than what they used to be for $1.25, but they got a great selection of different flavors. You even have turkey jerky and also turkey jerky and beef jerkies with the cheese. Now the last area that we're going to check out is the candy and treat area. This area is going for $1.25 and up, but I'm starting you guys with their plus finds of foods and treats. And this is where we're gonna officially end the shop with me. Here's all their movie theater candy finds, which they always add a great selection of different candies. And then right over here is their $1.25 finds. So you got sugar-free candies and all kinds of different types of candies. Now, one new candy that I am seeing that's new is right here. You've got gummy pineapple rings. And they are gluten-free, fat-free, and you are getting a 3.5 ounce bag. All right, y'all. So if you like more videos like this, please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe for more. And I hope you guys have a blessed and amazing day. And just know that Dollar Tree is here for $1.25 and up when it comes down to feeding our family. Let me know down in the comments down below some type of meals that you guys also like to make from Dollar Tree products. And with that being said, be blessed, be safe, be amazing, be hydrated, and see you in my next video.